there, viewers. Welcome back to an episode of Thames FC. If you missed the earlier upload today, go and watch that first, get it in your veins, and then come back for this one as we play Lazio in the second leg of our Europa League fixture. So ordinarily this was going to be part of the earlier episode, but I thought we'd do it today instead as a double upload day. More Thames content, if anything. Because with the way the tie is set, of course, if we score an away goal, we get a huge advantage. I thought it'd be quite fun to do this as a one-off thing, as well as hopefully, but obviously the draw for the next game as well. And also, just to sort of talk to you about the way Thames is finished, as we we'll let our assistant do that team talk. The way Thames is finished isn't the way lots of people would necessarily like it to finish. Lots of people calling for another season of Thames, which I totally understand. And I hate the fact this has happened, really. But at this point, I'm kind of working to a deadline before FM19. I've got plans for FM19 that I need to put into place very soon. And Thames, even now, still has my attention. I can tell from the amount of people that are watching Thames that interest has sort of dropped off a little bit. FIFA's come out, of course. People are excited for the new game, so they're less excited for the old game. So we're at a strange point with Thames now, where I feel like this is the natural end, as this is like one final season. First season in the Champions League. We got very close last year to the Premier League. I thought we'd be challenging a little more than we maybe are this season. Of course, it's not over. There's still lots of games to go. But I don't know. It's just I'm going to be honest and just say that this isn't like my perfect end for Thames. My perfect end for Thames would have hopefully been a couple of seasons ago, but because we spent a few divisions longer, and a few years longer, in certain divisions, it just lasted a little bit longer. So there is that desire for me to carry on and do more. And of course, I've said before, I'm going to stream this probably beyond the, sort of this games cycle. If anything, when the new game's out, there's a chance I'll still stream this occasionally because I want to see how Thames do. The Thames journey isn't necessarily over for me, as much as it's not going to be, and I'll clarify this now, it won't be my save for FM19. I'm not doing Thames continued or anything like that. There won't be a Thames team featuring. Well, actually, that's not strictly true, and I'll leave that in there for a little teaser. But there's not going to be a save where I manage Thames next season. That's the point I'm making. So this is very much the Thames save for me. And whether we bring them back in a couple of years or whatnot, then who knows? We'll see where we are with everything. But yeah, I don't need to feel like I'm ending it and he wants to end it. Like, there's part of me that doesn't want to, but equally, I need to capitalise on the fact that FM19 is coming out soon. I'm sure from a YouTuber perspective, you all kind of get that, right? I don't want to lie to you and pretend that this is the perfect ending for me, because it's not. So that said, there is an inevitability about this is how it should kind of end, and there might be a case that we don't win anything during this save. The championship. We won the championship. We'll look back on that at the end of the year. But anyway, Lazio to come. Just wanted to have a little chat with you. Hopefully you understand. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll agree with some of them. I'll probably disagree with others. But communication. I like that aspect of this. All right, then. So it's 0-0. Hopefully people realise as well now that I play these as they're played. There's no like scripting of how all this works out. This just happens. And in previous series, I've been pretty fortunate. In this series, less so much. Road trip was a funny one as well, for those that remember that, with Dortmund. This has become quite a chatty episode. With Dortmund, of course, we had three big, spoiler, we had three big competitions right at the end, and we weren't successful in all three. And that's just the way it happens sometimes. With Thames, maybe we're just the nearly boys, you know? Maybe we're just the nearly but not quite kind of club. I don't know. Maybe that's the story of this save. Hopefully, regardless of that, you've enjoyed it still. And that's the big thing for me. As long as you've enjoyed watching it, you think, Friday's coming up, 5 o'clock's coming up. I look forward to the new episode. Like, that's all I sort of want from this and from everything I do on YouTube. So, you know, I don't know what to say. I feel awkward. And I shouldn't feel awkward, but I do feel a bit awkward. Anyway, Lazio versus Thames, Europa League. Let's get it. Team-wise then, the strongest 11 we can put out is available to us. Calvo in goal, Furtado, Giovanni, Eriksson, Diallo. It must be confusing to new people that I call him Giovanni. That's his first name, to clarify. Alvarez, of course, plays in the centre with Jimenez. Ferreira behind Ben-Hur. Mackay one side, Obrenic the other. This is one of those games where there's a temptation to change things around a little bit, but I think the way we've been playing recently has actually been okay. We're going to start attacking away at Lazio. It seems bold, but after the game we played against them last time, there's a few other little bits I'm going to change as well. We're not going to mark quite as tightly in this one, and we are going to get a little bit more stuck in away from home in Italy. I want them to show that we're not scared. Okay, big game. Decent point against Chelsea in the last episode, and now we progress to this one, looking for something special. We need something. Go out there and give these fans their money's worth. All right, Italy. I don't think we're playing Italy at all this series. Have we had a game in Italy? Of course, we've not been in Europe very long, but I don't think we've had a game in Italy. As here we go then. Thames in the white and blue against the blue of... hello there. Against the blue of Lazio. Let's see then. After the last performance, last fixture, we should be favourites. What I would quite like is sort of a 3-4-0 smashing as Ben-Hur, first chance of the game, 90 seconds in. Kind of what I'm looking for. Ben-Hur, lovely touch, and then, look at that, the keeper was sat down. I really should learn to just turn my phone off. All right, the away goal, of course, means that Lazio now have to score 2, so we're in a pretty good... just bear with that really good situation. It's, the counter-attack. Look at us swarm forward. At that point there is one player in the Lazio half. I mean, there's one Thames player, but there's one player in the Lazio half, and the rest of them are quite far behind. The race is on. Can they get back? This is it. This is fascinating. Obranic races forward. The pass has got to be good. Into Ferreira. Play across to Ben-Hur. He does 2-0. I mean, this is what you wanted. A comfortable win against Lazio. 16 minutes gone. I can start to relax a little bit, because this really is like our final crowning glory. Look at all the Lazio players race back. Ridiculous. Obranic races forward with it, finds Ferreira, plays it across to Ben-Hur, and the finish you can see there. Plop. Lovely. Plop. Plop was inappropriate, Ben. Throw in now relatively deep into their half. It's defended quite well, though. And Lazio have got to score probably in this first half to give themselves a chance. So if they can do that, they'll be back in this. Another goal for us, though. And we could seal this by half-time. I mean, that's what I'd like to see. Ferreira there. Amazing run. What a goal. Where's this come from? 3 shots, 3 goals. Ben-Hur with that. Is that a hat-trick for Ben in 24 minutes? I think it is, Ferreira picks it up on halfway, and this is a thing of legend as he races through. All the Lazio players can't stop him. Puts it on a plate for Ben-Hur. More of that, please. Good heavens. 3-0 up. I mean, I'm glad we did this as another episode, because this is quite enjoyable. I hope it was worth the wait, as Ben-Hur, not even half an hour in yet, could make it 4. Ben-Hur, I mean, he went for a rivvy. Now, was it really 4 or 5? I can never remember. I mean, I'd like to think, viewers, and this might be premature, but this is game over, is it not? As Obranic again's got another chance to put it in. Both crosses weren't too bad, actually, but both cleared. And, of course, after this game, we will do the draw, hopefully I can say this now, for our next opponents in the Europa League. I sit here now, though, knowing that the Lazio need to score 4 to win this. Half-time then, 3-0 to the good, looking very good. I think you passionately say there, very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up, lads. If we lose this now, then, well... that would be quite something. 25-minute hat-trick for Ben-Hur. Very impressive. 2,847 away fans. When you think about how many fans we used to have just for home games, that's kind of mad. Ferreira, another chance for Thames, but he goes close with a goal of his own. What's lovely to see is 10 shots, 7 on target. Oh, really? Just when you thought it was going fantastically, Ferreira went on that mazy run. He's injured. We'll bring on Herzog as the attacking midfielder. If there's one position I've got a lot of depth in, that is the position. But he's just played so well, and now he's got off. It's 3 assists to his name. As much as Ben-Hur got a hat-trick of goals, hat-trick of assists for Ferreira. And the time in the second half has ticked away. I'm now hugely concerned about what this injury is set to be. But the game was won in the first half, and that's really what I wanted from today's game. Lovely stuff. As Lazio going to get a consolation here. It looks like they actually might do. To the back post, headed on goal. They've hit the bar. Not the day for them. Right then, this does lead us into 2 things then. There's injury to Ferreira and the next game. Fascinated to see both the results. Hopefully we've got a bruised injury for Ferreira. Referee, call time, and that's the game. The referee, will call him, as call time on it. He had a tricky name to say in speed. Okay then, good team talk to end things off as well. Extremely delighted is the look from the boys. And let's see then, the draw is on the 2nd. No, it's not. It's on the 24th. It's the 2nd knockout round draw. Hence the confusion. Right, let's see who went through. Lots of good teams. Lots of good teams and us. Okay. Ferreira's out for 4 to 6 weeks with a groin strain. Great. Well, out for 4 weeks, it says there, if you leave him to the physio. Not ideal. Ben-Hur on form. Let's praise his form as well. Let's hopefully G him up a little bit. He's got perfect morale right now. Perfect. Wow. All right, let's take a look then at this draw. It's going to look like the Champions League draw. It's going to feel like that. And in my head, I'm pretending it is. So, good. I now realise, though, thinking about it, that this could be really difficult. Right, if my calculations are correct, then we should have this draw right now. Though it doesn't say it under February. It should be right now. Here we are. Okay, lovely. I mean, look at the teams left in it. I can't believe it. Bilbao, Anderlecht, Barcelona, AC Milan, Monaco, Bayern, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Celtic, are still in it. I mean, Stuttgart, Thames, Leipzig. Madness. Okay, here we go. Then let's go through them. Celtic would be they're 2 of the easiest. Okay, whatever. Stuttgart versus Thames? No. So far, the teams that I would quite have liked to have got have gone. Espanyol, I guess I wouldn't mind. CSK Moscow, probably wouldn't mind that. Bilbao. Everyone else, though, no thank you. As United get a tough draw. Espanyol have gone. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Wow. Okay, well, one of those teams is gone. Lovely. That's what I needed. Leipzig versus AC Milan. Because I still have a very tough draw here. Thames to play... Moscow, okay, not too bad actually. That's one of the better ones I think we could have gotten. Did they get relegated from the Champions League? Relegated from the Champions League. They did. They went out of a group that actually there looks pretty simple. And then they've beaten Basel to play us. Okay then, so Moscow will probably be our next episode. We'll do it maybe similarly to how we have done today. If you enjoyed today's episode though, please do leave a like. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Thames, Moscow. Can't wait. Love you for it. And see you again soon. Love you for it. Who am I saying it to?